So what's happening today is that we have brought some of these ones that are almost on the peak of lambing, and we've brought them into the back shed here. We're making a big pen in the main shed, and I have brought the tractor in and the chopper, and we are bedding up with straw here now. Hang on, I don't know where Barbara is.
Take Priestown.
Hey, who's lying about and me doing all the work?
It's great. More of it. Okay, I'll go get these girls in now.
Yep.
And get wee pet lamb so we can get it fed.
Way by, way by, way by. Good girl, way by. So there's some contented girls now. So that's our first batch into lamb. Now, I'm living in a very stormy relationship, and Barbara has put me out into the shed. So I took this bunk bed out, but it's too short. I'm hitting my head on the top of it and my feet's hitting on the bottom and I can't get comfortable. So I have took a wider mattress out and just put it out in the shed. And we'll go and have a look at the setup. Nothing to do with the stormy marriage, actually. Now here we have the latest in bedding, and this is a horse cover which you'll see on the horses when they're out in the fields. They are very warm, those, absolutely amazing, far more heat in that than a duvet. So I have a couple of those on from our old horses. There's my duvet and my foam mattress and my pillow and my electric blanket, and we're on wheels there. So I can shift that round the floor if I'm wanting to watch sheep at a certain angle. I can have the shepherd's crook and put it out of bed and catch on the barrier and pull it to shift myself round. So that's the latest bed. That other old bed was too short and I was banging my head on the thing and on the head end of it, and it wasn't long enough. My feet were, and I was cramped. So this here's just a better job. So folks say to me, why on earth do you not get one of those cameras that you can watch on your phone? Well, one, my phone is not equipped for taking for one of those setups, but anyway, sure, you have to get up to lamb the sheep, and if you're here in bed watching them lamb, I wait to see the nose and the feet coming out, and then that's when I get up. Now if I'm in the house sleeping and I get up and come down, get my clothes on, come down, out into the shed, back in again, back into bed, up again another time or two, it's just torture. When you're sitting there, I can flip the blanket back and have a look and see, you'll hear the sheep scratching when they start to lamb. And I'll just put the torch on them and get up. And there's a little girl over here, has just lambed last night with two lovely little lambs. And that's how it happened. I could hear her pawing on the ground when she was starting to lamb. So I didn't get up till the legs, feet were poking and protruding. So that's the way, the easy way for me. Now there you are, this little girl behind me here, in this pen here. She lambed last night and she had twins, two little. Look at that lovely little lamb she had. Look. Say hello to everybody there. That a nice little lamb. And this little girl here, she had triplets, and there's one below the bucket there, and there's one out behind her, and then this little one over here. Now she had lambed a little bit prematurely, and this wee lamb couldn't walk when it was born, so I had to bottle feed it, and it couldn't stand up to drink off the mother, and then with it not being on her, she rejected it. But it's a lively little bio. So, and this little girl over here, she had two as well. And a little girl over at the back there, on the back wall to the right of that white bag there, she had a single, and she has adopted a little tiny titch lammy off another sheep onto her. So she's rearing two now, even though she only had one. Now, it's always a good thing to spoil your wife every so often, and I have bought her this Provita orphan lamb feeder, and she wanted one of these, so I've spoiled her again. So this is just a little lid on the top. You can see down in here. There's a smaller bucket inside, and two hoses go into that bucket. You mix your milk and put it in it. And two little teats go on the front here, screw on. And the lambs can feed themselves ad lib. And there's a little, for want of a better word, a fish tank heater. And that heats your milk up to whatever temperature you set it out at. So that can feed sort of 8 lambs or whatever, 6, 4, 2 or whatever you have to do at the minute. So I'm only feeding that one little lamb behind me here that the mother rejected, so it's not worth putting a bucket of milk in to do one lamb. You need 4, 6 or whatever. So that's us. A few bucket holders there, which she wanted as well, and a few little buckets and a few examination gloves. So that's us stocked up and a very happy wife. So here is yet another item which I've spoiled my wife with yet again. This is your lamb adopter crate. If the mother is rejecting the lamb, you can put this across the corner of your pen, as it doesn't just drop a little pin down in here and one at this side as well. It's not a terribly stable thing, but it works very well. You can put a bucket of meal down in the back here, and she'll put her head through, and then you can snare her like that. And the way it's made is she can't see behind her or see what lamb they're on her, so she's less likely to kick and smash at them. So there you are. Working on a farm up at the crack of dawn. Jump out of bed and get your overalls on.
Get your overalls